I'm Joey Hollywood, and today I'm reviewing Dolls in its fantastic Scream Factory Blu-Ray release. Dolls was Stuart Gordon's first film after Re-Animator, and was shot before From Beyond, which utilizes the same sets. But Dolls wasn't released till much later due to all the intensive stop-motion effects in post-production. Unlike Stuart Gordon's other films at the time, this one's a little bit more held back, and comes off more of a dark, grim fairy tale. Even though it's basically a horror film, it has a real childlike element to it that I like. I may have said this in other videos, but I really like horror films that, if it weren't for moments of gore or extreme violence, could pass for children's films. Another film that comes to mind that fits this description is The Gate. The movie starts off with Judy, who reminds me of an Olsen twin combined with Matilda, traveling to the UK with her father and stepmother. When their car gets stuck in the mud during a storm, this dysfunctional family seeks refuge in a creepy house, where nothing possibly could go wrong. They are greeted by Mr. Gabriel and his wife.
Much as we love visitors, we do prefer them to use the front door.
Mr. Gabriel was portrayed by Guy Rolfe, who you may recognize as Andre Tuan in Puppet Master 3. They are later joined by Stephen Lee and two punk rock girls. Mr. Gabriel agrees to let them all stay in his home during the storm. Now, Mr. Gabriel is a toy maker, and he specializes in making dolls that are flat out creepy.
Very dear friend of mine.
I like him.
I'd be terrified of that thing. As the longest night in the world goes on, weird things begin to happen, and people begin disappearing. And, you guessed it, the dolls are responsible. And boy, oh boy, they are effectively creepy. Now, this movie is not without flaw. For instance, there's a scene where a character jumps out of a window and the glass breaks before she's even through it. A very interesting continuity error. The movie has a great atmosphere and it really comes through in the HD transfer. And I can't help but notice something new every time I watch it. I think that's a decent enough segue to talk about the Scream Factory Blu-Ray release, which, as I said, is fantastic. Let's talk about the box art. It features new artwork that I think fits the tone a lot better than its original poster. But if you just so happen to like the original poster more, as with many Scream Factory releases, you can actually flip the cover to feature the artwork that you prefer. Now, I like both posters, so I tend to have the outer sleeve on featuring the newer artwork and have the case on the inside feature the original poster. It gives me a sense of diversity. The Blu-ray disc features yet another poster used for the film. I really like how this set utilized many of the film's promotional posters. I think the only one they didn't use was the Italian VHS cover, and to be honest, that one's not really all that great. This kind of treatment is usually devoted for classics, and it's really nice that Scream Factory is devoting a lot of attention to these cult B movies, because there's an audience out there that deserves these films in the best picture quality that you can get. And if you like Dolls, this is the set to buy. Now, there's a lot of great bonus features on this set, including two audio commentaries, one by Stuart Gordon and writer Ed Naha, and the second commentary features a lot of the main cast, including little Judy all grown up.
I remember I sat there for about 3 hours while they did her makeup so I could do this scene. They didn't want me to be scared while they were doing this scene.
There's an all-new featurette called Toys of Terror about the making of Dolls. It's an all-new retrospective featuring interviews from director Stuart Gordon, producer Charles Band, and many of the actors and special effect artists involved with the movie.
I thought that the dolls should look like Victorian porcelain dolls. The reason for this was that many years before I shot this film, I went to the University of Wisconsin, and there's a big historical society there, and on the third floor is this collection of porcelain Victorian dolls. And one time when I was looking at these things, I ended up getting locked in the museum when it closed.
And of course, you have your storyboard to film composition and theatrical trailer. I think this is a great little horror movie, often overlooked by fans of Charles Band and Stuart Gordon. And I think if you are a Stuart Gordon fan, this is a must-own. It is a big departure from some of his other work at the time, but it also has a great atmosphere that you rarely see in a lot of movies. It's very grim as fairy tale. It's awesome. Well, that was my review of Dolls and its fantastic Blu-ray release. Now, out of curiosity, what did you guys think of this video? This is my second product review. My first being the Scream Factory release of From Beyond, which I think is an amazing set. And if you really like Lovecraftian horror, you should really get a hold of that. Is there anything you think I should improve upon, or just anything in general? Just leave it in the comment section below. If you have any recommendations for a product-geared review, let me know. As always, I'm Joey Hollywood, and I'll see you next time in whatever video that might be. Bye. Hey, did you like this video? Well, you should have. Give it a thumbs up anyways, and while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Come on. Come on, you know you want to. I would do it if I was you. I'd like to take a moment to thank my Patreon subscribers. With their generous donations, I can make my videos a little better. If you'd like to see your name in the credits, check out my Patreon page where you can donate as little as $1. I'm actually trying to make my own feature-length movie. It's a remake of Manos The Hands of Fate and will be having an Indiegogo on February 1st of 2015. Please check out our Facebook page and stay updated on that project. If you like what you saw here, and let's be frank, of course you did, check out these other videos.